The people in the cohort that we call Gen Z are dealing with something that no other generation has ever dealt with. That is depression, anxiety, and the need for therapeutic intervention that's never happened before. Why is this all happening? Stick around and I'll show you. The first thing is the public education system, along with the culture at large, has pushed for several decades now that women are exactly like men. In the last few decades, the blank slate theory has been pushed forward that all boys and all girls are basically the same, and the only reason that boys do what they do is because you give them blue colors and you give young girls pink colors, and you give young boys trucks and guns, and you give young girls dolls. The idea is that if you just change the stimuli, women will act just like men. This couldn't be further from the truth. So what ends up happening is the culture, along with the public school system, will push women to try to become more masculine. And this is from a psychological phenomenon called egocentrism. And this means that you are the center of your universe. It means that you believe everything is about you. Your feelings are important. What you think matters. Your voice needs to be heard. Because of this, if you being a woman are interested in men who are more powerful, more wealthy, and higher up the socioeconomic scale than you are, you automatically think that you need to become powerful and wealthy and move up the socioeconomic scale. This is why divorce and single rates are higher than they've ever been, because men do not value those things in women. You are not told that by the culture or by the education system. But let's back up just a little bit. What is it about the younger generation, Gen Z, that they have what seems to be a higher percentage of depression and anxiety than anyone else that's ever been through this? What ends up happening is that 72% of the women in the cohort that we call Gen Z actually identify with mental illness being a core part of their personality and their identity. According to a 2024 survey, 72% of Gen Z women say that, quote, mental health challenges are an important part of my identity. 72%. This begins to happen because of what is called intersectionality. The more ways that you can be told that you are a victim, the higher up the status scale you go. And because females, especially in this cohort, are very sensitive to negative emotion, look at these numbers. According to the American Psychological Association, more than 9 in 10 Gen Z adults, 91%, say that they have experienced at least one physical or emotional symptom because of stress. That's 91%. 9 out of 10 report that they're dealing with stress, anxiety, depression. And because of the embracing of the blank slate theory, and because of the psychological phenomenon called egocentrism, going to therapy, being on SSRIs, and having mental, emotional issues move women up this social hierarchy. The person at the top of this hierarchy is the person who has the most victimhood status. Social media is a huge place where this is displayed. Social media personal injustices can attract high levels of attention, sympathy, and validation in the forms of likes and shares. This social reward system can incentivize individuals to publicly emphasize their perceived victimhood. However, critics argue this can lead to competitive victimhood, where individuals compete to demonstrate their disadvantaged status. Do you understand? They compete. This is a competition for who is the most victimized. And because of this, they become obsessed with the idea of mental illness. And as women are pushed to compete for victimhood status, this becomes the badge of honor online, with millions of people applauding who is the most victimized. As long as this type of behavior is pampered, and as long as this type of behavior is encouraged, there isn't an end in sight. So what do you think? If you've seen anything like this, put it in the comments section.